Live on YouTube. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We are live on YouTube. And to myself. Myself and make sure that everybody can still hear me here. This is a little new to me. I want to share my screen. I've been talking a little bit about what is more important than Instagram followers. I know that sounds really hard for people to understand. This is part 2 in the series. I hope you were able to join yesterday. I'm sure you'll be able to hear me and see me much better on YouTube if you're following and watching on Instagram. I'm actually going to be sharing my screen with you, and I want to be sharing with you. Hold on, I've got my iPad here so I want to share my screen with you guys, and I want to make sure I'm not missing any of your comments. So, share my screen. Okay, so yesterday we talked about the reasons why it is so important. The reasons why it is so important for you to have an email list. Okay, that is the game. That is the strategy when you're talking about marketing online. Okay, a lot of people think that it has to do with having followers, and people get really into having followers and all that good stuff. But really, the money is in the email list. All right, the money is in the email list. Okay, that is what's really important. Okay, the email list is the gold, that is the money. Social media is just for meeting people. Okay, social media is for meeting and connecting with people. But actually, when you start to make money, it's all about the email list. Okay, so yesterday I showed you how to prepare the freebie that you're going to be giving away on your email list. If you missed part 1, it's on my YouTube. Okay, now I'm going to be showing you how to automate it. Okay, guys, I want to show you how to scale up your business like a CEO. I want to encourage everybody online, whether you are renting a booth, whether you're on commission, or whether you actually own the barbershop, the hair salon, or the spa, to think about your business like a CEO. Okay, so CEOs automate. They do not do all the work. They get help. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to automate our email list. Okay, so we get people to join the email list because we're giving them something that they want, but we want this all to happen on autopilot. Okay, I don't want you up all night manually emailing out checklists and coupons. Okay, so yesterday we made a freebie, a report that hopefully our email subscribers will want to get. And I showed you that you don't even need a graphic designer, that you can actually use a free tool called Canva. If you missed that, I will share the link here, so you can definitely check out part 1. But we're going to be doing automations, baby. All right, yes. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to share my computer screen here so you can follow along and see what it is that we're going to be doing here. Move some stuff around, move it around. All right, so I am live on Instagram and I'm live on YouTube at the same dang time. All right, okay, so let me share my desktop here. Okay, so I use an email marketing system called ConvertKit. Okay, I use an email marketing system called ConvertKit. All right, so the thing is, the thing about ConvertKit is I love it because I think it is totally worth your time. I think it is worth the money. I think it's the way that you need to go because it is so much easier than so many others. A lot of people talk about MailChimp. People use MailChimp because it's less expensive. I really think that, you can get this done so much quicker. So that's why I highly, highly, highly recommend, looking and using ConvertKit. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to set up the automations using ConvertKit. I am a ConvertKit affiliate. It is what I use. It is what I recommend to my clients. I actually had some of members of my Social Barber Academy, and they were like, "Oh no, I don't want to spend." The base amount is $29. The base, they said, "I don't want to spend $29. MailChimp is $9.99, right?" The funny part about that is, when they really started to use the email marketing, they started realizing it was taking them so much time that they said, "You know what, Susan, just send me the link. Let me use ConvertKit. Let me get set up because I really don't have time. The extra $20 a month is worth your time." Okay, because it's so easy to use. All right. So I already have an account, but I'm going to actually sign up with the new one and show you how easy it is. Okay. So you can either say, are you moving from another tool? Or you can actually see if you're actually going to be just starting. Okay. If you're just starting, there's no shame in your game. You started now. Okay. Good, good, good stuff. All right. So now what we're going to be doing is we're going to say, it says ConvertKit is great for beginners. Do you have a website? And you can say yes or no. We'll just say no. Okay. So here is where you would go ahead and you would, let me think. I got to think about all my email addresses that I have. I have so many. All right. So I need to think about one of my other email addresses. So I will use Charlotte Farber's Care. And then get started. All right. So obviously I'm not going to have any email subscribers in here. Obviously I'm not going to have any. Okay. So I'll just hit save here. So they're telling you how to get started, blah, blah, blah. You really don't need to do all this stuff right here. I have had my account now for years. All right. So the main thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to go to landing pages and forms first. Okay. You're going to go to landing pages. It's right here at the top, landing pages and forms. You click here. And what you're going to do is you're going to click on new form. Okay. So new form is right here. We're going to click right there. And then you can do, if you don't have a website, I think it's really cool for you to just go ahead and do a landing page. Okay. So if you don't have a website, you could just do a landing page. So a landing page basically is like a one-page website. Like you don't have to worry about getting website hosting. You don't have to get graphic designers, web designers, anything like that. It's something that you can give somebody the address to, and it's a little page that you own. It's like a little mini website. Okay. So I would probably go ahead and choose landing page, and they've got some pretty ones here. Okay. So you can kind of scroll through here and pick some of these pretty landing pages. And they've really upped their game. I'm going to tell you, since I've started, they've been making tons of improvements. So there's some really good looking ones in here. All right, so kind of scroll through so you kind of get an idea. But you can actually customize them. Let's go ahead and choose this one. I don't recommend saying subscribe to my newsletter. I don't recommend that. I don't think that that's going to make people want to sign up. People are kind of like getting numb to that. Okay, so let's go ahead and I will choose a file. You can go ahead and upload. I'm going to customize it. Let's put a picture of me on it. Let's put a picture of me. And I have no idea what kind of crazy pictures I have on here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and here. Click here. All right. Okay, so this one is kind of big. You might have to edit it. All right. And you can actually use Canva like we did yesterday to go ahead and edit it. Let's click remove here. This one's a little bit big. Okay. I would actually even hit cancel here and even go over to Canva. Okay, and that was the tool that I used yesterday. Remember to create the free graphics that we're going to be giving away on autopilot. Okay, so you can easily go in here and create a design, and this one is and you can even do custom dimensions here. So I'd probably pick 200 by 200. Okay, and just pick any picture. All right. Okay, I would go ahead and upload or choose, look at my uploads. We'll choose this picture. This is easy. All right, got lots of space at the top. So I'm just gonna go ahead and move this around. All right, download. I like to download as a PNG. So I'm gonna go ahead and download as a PNG. Okay. Yep. Load it as a PNG. All right. I am multitasking to the fullest right now. All right. All right, so we're going to go on back to ConvertKit here. I'm going to choose this picture. This other picture was kind of too big. There's not, I will say this, that's one thing that I'm looking forward to improving, is I'm looking forward to improving where we can actually edit the pictures in the app. I feel like that's going to be coming soon. Okay, see, that's much better now that I was able to do that. Okay, so remember, just as a reminder, what we did was yesterday, I'm going to show you what we created yesterday that we want people to sign up to our email list to download. Okay, so I'm going to show you what we created. Let's see. PDF that we created. Okay, here it goes. All right, so remember, this is the PDF that we created. It looks super huge here. I'm gonna make it a little smaller so it's easier for you to see. How to choose your next barber checklist, okay? All right, so we wanna do a catchy title, all right? A little checklist that hopefully this will help other people want to go ahead and this will help other people wanna go ahead and sign up for your email list. Okay, we gotta get them in there. So we're gonna go here and say, you know, something hard to find the right barber. I'll put something here and you can actually type right in here and change the words. Okay. You want to put something like, and I'm just making this up off the dome right now, off the dome. Okay. So one thing you might want to do is go on here and tell them, hey, you know, it can be hard to find the right, you know, hard to find the right barber. Five, get my checklist for the top 5 things. Get my free checklist. Top 5 things you need to look for in a new barber. Remember, we created this yesterday, okay? So this is it. That's basically it. You just hit the subscribe button, okay? There is something that I like to do. That's it, really. You just hit the save button, all right? So we've created our form. Let's go ahead and say barber checklist. We'll call it barber checklist. I'm just changing the name at the top over here. We'll call it barber checklist, okay? Here. All right, we're getting somewhere. Okay. All right. Now, what I want you to do here, I want you to go over to subscribers. Okay. Now, we don't have any subscribers. We don't have none of that. Okay. We don't have any yet. We started from scratch, but that's okay. So over here in the bottom, in this section right here, I want you to click on create a tag and we're going to call it barber checklist. Okay. There's actually multiple ways to do about this in ConvertKit, but to me, this is the way that makes sense. This is the way I do it. Then the only other thing that you need to do is you need to go in here and you need to go to automations. Okay. Now this is going to sound really technical. It's not that bad. Okay. It's not that bad. All right. I'm going to literally walk you right through this. Okay. So we're going to click on new automation over here in this corner. Okay. So basically the automations are saying, if this happens, then this action should take place. Okay. So if somebody subscribes to my email list, then they should be getting the, they should actually be getting the email. All right. Okay. One other step before we finish this automation, let's go ahead and we're going to call this, we can still call it barber checklist because this is a different thing. This is an automation. This is not the landing page. Okay. So we can go ahead and we will save this right here. All right. Go ahead. Let's do one last thing here. Let's go on over here to sequences. Okay. So sequences. So basically an email sequence is when somebody signs up, you might want them to get a certain number of emails in order. Okay. You're like, everybody's going to get this email. All right. So go ahead and do new sequence here. All right, do new sequence. We can go ahead and call it barber checklist. I like to be consistent because once you start having several of these, it makes it easy for you to find out what goes together. Okay, so that's just logical to me. Okay, so what you do is you go in here and say something like, what I would do is I would say probably barber checklist, right? And remember, this is the email that your new subscriber is going to be getting on autopilot. And then I would say, you know, personalize. Okay, so this is getting techie. You can actually put their name in so they feel like it's a little bit more personalized. Okay, so it means this is actually, it does all the coding here, but basically if somebody didn't put their first name in, then it's just going to say hello. But if they put their first name in, it's going to say hello, season, hello, right? Whatever your name is, Todd, Adam, whatever. Okay, but if you didn't put your name in, it's just going to say hello. Okay, and then here's the top 5 things you should look for when look for in a new barber, okay? Or barber shop, okay? Right? Of course, you'd probably want to write something a little bit more exciting, but yep. All right, put your name on there. I like to put a picture. You can actually add a picture if you want. You can actually go ahead and right here it says insert image. So if that is something that you want to do, I don't think I have any pictures that are the right size on here. But in this particular format, you can actually go ahead and edit the picture when you're actually doing the email. So I'll choose one of my YouTube graphics. All right, I will choose that. So of course it's like way too big. It's like taking up the whole email. But if you click on it right here, pop-ups. Okay, if you click on it right here, you can actually go ahead. All right, or you can hit this edit button right here. I'm sorry, I have the old format here. There's a newer format they have for editing, but you can actually go ahead and just do it like this. Okay. Then the last thing you need to do is you need to say, I like to put these little dots, these little weird little less than signs, and say, click here to download, okay? Because it can be confusing for people. They don't really know where to click. So I would go ahead and highlight this, okay? And then I would go to insert file. And then this is where we're gonna choose the file that we created yesterday. Is it all coming together now? Is it all coming together now? Yes, okay. All right. And that is basically it. So you go ahead and what the last thing that you need to do is you need to go ahead. You need to go ahead and say, put this published, and then you need to company's name. We'll say the Social Barber. My name is Susan Bennett. You need to have a physical address. So I'm going to go ahead to sign up for an email marketing list. I'm going to put my business address on here. Okay. US of A. All right, select, let's see, we'll say that we are, what kind of business are we? We offer, we'll just say other, okay? And we will say submit. All right. Okay, so the last thing I have to do, I actually have to go ahead and I have to confirm the email. I'm not gonna do that here live, but I'm gonna go to published here. Oh, all right, hold on. We will go ahead and we will confirm. All right, we will go ahead and confirm. It will not let us go forward without confirming, right? Good stuff, good stuff. All right, you have confirmed your email. You will want to go ahead and hit this to published, and you want to change this to say immediately, okay? You can actually change when this happens, okay? So you hit save all here. Of course, this isn't published, so it's not going to happen as of yet. You'd have to confirm your email address, okay? When you go to these automations, when you go to the automation, we're back to the automations. We're going to go ahead and edit the one that we had for Barber Checklist. All right, and on this one, we're going to create the automation. We're going to say when they join the form, okay? When they join the form, and let's choose the form. You guys remember what it's called? Barber Checklist. It's the only one we have. All right, then we're going to say when this happens, okay, we're going to also, let's go ahead and add a tag. I like to do this. This is probably an unnecessary step, but I like to know how people got onto my actual account, okay? So I kind of like to do that. So later on, you'll start to find out that you have a lot of different tags and a lot of different reasons. Maybe if you went to an event, right? If you went to an event or something, you might want to track the people that got onto your list from the event or something like that, okay? All right. So then we're going to say we're going to add a action. We're going to add subscriber to a tag. We're going to add that action. And then the other action we're going to do is we're going to subscribe them to that sequence. So they're going to get a series. It really should be a series of emails. We only did one email for the purpose of this, and we hit add action. All right. The only other thing that you have to do here is hit turn it on. All right. And guys, I signed up for this right in front of you. So you can actually start using ConvertKit immediately without a credit card. Okay. I will add my affiliate link into the description box. I truly believe this is one of the easiest things to use. This is so easy, guys. We did this in what? I don't even know what time we started. We have not been doing this for a very long time. It is so easy. And so I just want to really encourage people that if that's the thing that you like to do, if that is actually the thing that you like to do, you want to get your email marketing, you're trying to get your business all the way live, trying to get everything going. Email marketing is the one thing that you really, really, really should be doing. You can't afford not to do it. Okay, you can't afford not to do it. When I read, and I mentioned this last night, Jeff Walker's book, Launch, he said, this is not part of the strategy, this is the strategy. Okay, so let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I will be adding the link to ConvertKit, link to part 1 of this video as well. And make sure, if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell, because I love to go live. I'd love to have you on asking me questions. And thank you so much for joining. Have a good evening.